The John Wick movie series is finally making its way to being a full-on franchise, with a bunch of spin-offs in the works. The biggest out of the bunch has to be Ballerina, which has both Angelica Houston and Keanu Reeves coming back for their roles. Not just that, but Gabriel Byrne is joining the cast as well. Let's take a deeper look at it and learn more about the film. Starting with starring Gabriel Byrne. The world of John Wick is about to get a bunch of new entries to the franchise, including the continuation of the character's story in the upcoming fourth chapter called John Wick Chapter 4, along with a TV spin-off that tells us more about the hotel that's left us in awe a bunch of times, called The Continental. One of these upcoming projects included a spin-off film called Ballerina, starring the beloved Ana de Armas. It is a huge project since the cast for it keeps on growing with every new announcement by Lionsgate. The most recent out of the bunch is Gabriel Byrne, the Golden Globe winner and two-time nominee for the Emmy Awards. Byrne is going to be playing in the film opposite de Armas, though more details about his character are being kept carefully under wraps for the moment. Though considering that we're in the world of John Wick for this film, he's probably going to be playing someone who's had a super violent past and present. The award-winning actor is best known for his leading role in the show In Treatment, which led to him being nominated twice for the Primetime Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series. It also led to him finally winning at the Golden Globes in 2009 for Best Performance by an Actor in a TV Drama Series. Next up, a mysterious and enigmatic presence. The actor's next project, along with Ballerina, will be in the biopic Dance First as Samuel Beckett, directed by James Marsh, the same person behind The Theory of Everything. Alongside the announcement about the actor's casting, the producer of the film, Basil Iwanek Sr., talked about how for the past few decades, Gabriel has put on a mysterious and enigmatic presence in all the projects he's worked on. Audiences can always be confused about the actor's thinking, which would be the best fit for the world of John Wick. What we know about it is that the film and its story are based on the character that de Armas plays, a young assassin trained at the same ballet school that we saw in the third chapter of the main franchise films. In the film, we're going to get to see her go on a quest, seeking revenge against the people who killed her family. Star of the series, Keanu Reeves, talked about the film while he was at CCXP, saying that it takes place between the third and fourth chapter, and even told us more about the narrative we're going to see. Moreover, what is the plot of Ballerina? While the film synopsis doesn't give us much information, Reeves shed some light on the upcoming project. He said that the main character is a young woman who will be put into super tough circumstances and wants revenge. She wants to get back at the people who killed her father, but who exactly did that? Well, that's what we're going to see. We're going to go alongside her on her journey as she understands more about her past. At a very young age, the character lost her father and still doesn't really know what happened. The thing she does know is that someone sneaked into their home and killed him, and that someone had a tattoo. As we've seen in the main franchise films, if you have a tattoo, something's for sure going on. Reeves also mentioned that the film will take place between the events of the third and fourth installments. Suppose the concept of a ballerina assassin sounds familiar. In that case, that may be because we got to see some of that action in the third chapter when John went to get help from an ominous figure from his past called the Director. As always, things seemed different. This wasn't just your average ballet academy, but another front used to train skilled assassins to be used by multiple criminal enterprises. The statement that the actor put out also seems to hint at some other things, such as the upcoming film may have a murder mystery angle to it as well, with the lead character, Ana de Armas' Rooney, figuring out just who killed her father. Similarly, is there a trailer for Ballerina? Maybe this could in some way be connected to her peers and the director being murdered by the High Table in the middle of the third John Wick film. But adding in the death of her father does bring up some questions as to just who the killer could be. The spinoff is still in production, so there has yet to be a trailer for the film, though we can't expect one to be released to the public until later, when the film is finally done with its filming process. But we could still get our hands on some behind closed doors footage at conventions that are coming up, such as San Diego Comic-Con or CinemaCon. But will the film be coming out in theaters, or can we stream it? We'd assume that the upcoming film is going to follow in the footsteps of the other films from the franchise, and first see a theatrical release. In the unlikely event that the film comes out on a streaming release, the franchise's parent company has yet to have any deals with some of the big names in the streaming space. So it could come out on any platform if they do end up going down that route. There has yet to be an official release date for the film, but 2023 is full of content from the franchise, such as the fourth installment in the main series and the Continental coming out that year. Lastly, Keanu Reeves returns as John Wick in the Ballerina spin-off. It's reasonable to assume that this film isn't going to come out until at least later in 2023 or early in 2024. Collider recently revealed super exclusively that the fan favorite actor is once again coming on screen as John Wick in the spin-off film. This was confirmed when we saw him on the set in Prague as he was reprising his role in the upcoming spin-off that features Ana de Armas. This super exciting report came out just as soon as we found out that the upcoming film is also going to see Ian McShane come back to the franchise as Winston, the super cool manager of the Continental Hotel. Though, as of now, it needs to be clarified if Reeves is coming back as just a cameo or if he's going to have a much larger role to play in the overall plot of the spin-off. Angelica Houston returns as the director for John Wick's spin-off. Coming up, Angelica Houston makes a return. Angelica Houston will return to the critically acclaimed world of John Wick in the franchise's upcoming spin-off called Ballerina. This time, as always, she's playing the role of the director, one of the most fearsome crime bosses we got a glimpse at for the first time in the third John Wick installment, called John Wick Parabellum. The film is set in the same world that we've all seen a bunch of times now and love. It stars some of the biggest names out there, such as Ana de Armas. Not just that, but we've got Ian McShane playing as the hotel manager Winston. Along with them, Keanu Reeves is coming back on set to play the beloved John Wick again. In the third film, Houston plays the director, who's basically the head of the crime family from Russia, called the Ruskaroma, the very same family that Wick goes to when he's looking for someone to help him. Her scenes from the very same film from the main franchise, in which she's running her operations from an underground ballet academy, are the basis for the upcoming spin-off as well. According to Erica Lee, the producer for the spin-off's idea was made just around the scenes that both Angelica and Reeves share in the third film. The actress is one of the best talents in the entire industry. She's basically iconic and has turned into royalty in Hollywood at this point. Additionally, coming from a prestigious Hollywood family, Angelica Houston comes from a super long line of Hollywood stars, going back to her grandfather, Walter Houston, who was an Oscar-winning actor. Along with her father, John Huston was an incredible director and was behind some of the biggest films out there at the time, such as The African Queen, The Maltese Falcon, and The Man Who Would Be King. Not just that, but her mother, Enrica Soma, was actually a prima ballerina. Enrica ended up getting nominated for the Oscars 3 times for The Grifters, Prizzi's Honor, and Enemies, a love story, and even won an Oscar in Prizzi's Honor, directed by none other than her father. She ended up getting some incredible acclaim for the performances she put up in the films by Woody Allen, such as crimes and misdemeanors and Manhattan murder mystery, along with her incredible portrayal in the 1991's Addams Family and the sequel after it, Addams Family Values, as Morticia Addams. She's shown up in a bunch of TV shows in the past decade with regular roles, such as in Medium, Smash, and Transparent. Finally, more about the film. Additionally, Angelica's mother is also one of the regular members of the ensemble cast Wes Anderson has, with one of her most recent works being in The French Dispatch as the narrator. Let's talk about who's directing the film. We've got Len Wiseman, who's most famously known for his work on the super gothic vampire series of films that all of us grew up with, the Underworld series. He's directing the film, along with Shay Hatton working on the script, with some help from Emerald Fennell from Promising Young Woman. It's going to be produced by Basil Iwanek, Lee, and the director from the original John Wick, Chad Stahelski. At the same time, Brady Fujikawa and Chelsea Kujawa oversee Lionsgate's production. That's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on the upcoming film? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.